Tamara runs the Cyber Patriot program, which teaches young, well, boys and girls, how to the basics of being a cyber security professional. Hopefully, then when they want to go to college, they'll pursue that career path. And again, we want to thank our sponsor, Lawrence Technological University, for making this show possible. But go ahead, Tamara. Did I get that right? Everything right there?
Yeah, you did a really nice job. The only thing you left off is the center director for the University of Detroit Mercy. And so I want to make sure my dean knows I've said hello.
Okay, well, we already got to get our plugs in. I understand. So,
Absolutely. Right. So the Cyber Patriot program is a K through 12 cybersecurity education program. In the K through 5 piece, it's an awareness games for 3 levels of awareness games that kids can just download and play. And then through 6 through 12, then the competition starts. And that competition runs from October until April each year. This year we are we finished up our season and we will be celebrating our state championships. But first I wanted to talk a little bit about our summer camps for our middle school and our high school kids. So June 21st to the 25th, we're going to have some in-person camps and some online camps. And so our in-person places will be in Battle Creek, Bedford, and Traverse City. And then an online session as well. And then July 12th through the 16th, we'll have another session. These are week-long camps, half-day camps. The online camps are much smaller, a couple hours online. We don't want anybody to get zoomed out, right? Those ones are going to be also physically and online in July 12th through the 16th. So we'll have Bedford, we have a downriver location, we have Traverse City and Westland. For all of that information, you can go to MICyberpatriot.com and it will say all of the camps and where the locations are and registration buttons for each one of the camps. So whether you want to do it in person or if you want to do it online, you just have to click on that link and you'll go right to registration for those camps. We also are real happy that we're piloting a new program for 4th and 5th graders. In fact, it's an elementary camp that we're piloting only in Westland this year to try to pilot it and see how it works, because it's really a low-level cybersecurity awareness kind of stuff, keeping kids safe online. And so we're going to try it there, and then next year we're hoping to blast it across the state and have it done everywhere. We also are very excited about our annual award ceremony. And this year, we normally have that as a separate event. Last year, we had to go online and do it. This year, we're going to do it online again, but we're going to be doing it in conjunction with the Michigan InfraGard Conference. So our Great Lakes InfraGard Conference at noon when they break for lunch. We're not going to get no rest for the wicked. They're going to continue right through lunch, bring their lunch right in because it's all virtual, and sit and watch our young people get their awards for the state level championships in Michigan for the National Cyber Patriot program. And so we'll be doing that live, also Facebook, so our friends and family can watch, so you guys can all do that. And again, if you want to go to the MichiganCyberPatriot.com website, you can find all that information. The link to the Facebook Live and all that kind of good stuff will all be there waiting for you. I also wanted to talk a little bit about InfraGard. And so they're helping us in this, making sure that the word gets out about this, student program and the partnership with that. I'm now the program coordinator for InfraGard and putting together this conference that's going to be June 10th from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. We have an awful lot of really cool guests. We have Tim Waters from the FBI special agent in charge. He'll be discussing things locally that are happening in the FBI. And then we have later in the day, we'll have an FBI panel that'll cover all of the critical infrastructures and sort of how things are happening in the region. We have Senator Gary Peters coming in, and he's going to talk about some things on a federal level. So he's the state Senate chair for the Senate Homeland Security Committee. We have Laura Clark, she will be coming in as our state CISO, giving us a briefing on the state level. We have Dan Lorman moderating a panel, and I know we all know Dan Lorman. He's a good guest, and he's been on this program tons of times, right? Yep. So he's going to be a moderator on a panel of CISOs, and that panel consists of Earl Doobie, Bridget Kravchenko, and Mike Davis, and that should be really action-packed little session for sure. We also have an auto panel with Martin Bailey, Fred Killian, Eric Wiley, Earl Doobie, and Patrick Milligan. That one should also be really current, right? Should be very, very good for us. to hear about that. We have tons more stuff because it's a whole day event, but I wanted to kind of hit some of the highlights. You can find out more about that on the website michiganinfraguard.org. It's real nice. We have it set up so that you can just push a button and go to registration. The agenda is right there, and it can change instantly. So we're using a new tool this year for the first time for InfraGuard. It's called the Whova app, and people can download that app. And it's going to be really nice because we can't be in person this is because it's early in June. And we're can't wait to go back to it, right? Face to face. But InfraGuard is supposed to be a network of, it was put together to be a network, right? So that we could all talk to each other. So that when one company is having something go wrong in that critical infrastructure, they can learn from other infrastructures that are doing similar things. And we can have that pipeline open and that dialogue, working. In a virtual experience, that's kind of tough to do. So we were using this Whova app so that folks can actually have those kind of conversations. They can open up a discussion group on any topic that they want right in the middle of the conference and start going ahead and networking with people. They can reach out to people that are at the conference through this app and continue to have conversations. Once they put up their profile, it's up there so they can kind of switch things. So it's going to be and also for our sponsors, it's really helpful because sponsors really depend on you walking past their booth and then being able to grab you and say, hey, you want to see my stuff?
Quite literally, I've been to those conferences.
Right.
Yeah, so
right. Or you have the people who are coming by and are just pushing stuff into their bag, right? All the swag. So this is kind of cool because they can actually interact with all of the audience of the conference and not have to worry about somebody wandering by their booth. But then they also have videos put up and flyers available and offers of swag, and we have the same kind of networking kind of things that we would have. It's just kind of a push and pull kind of thing through using our phones. So this is all on an app and it's on your phone. So it's very, very convenient. At the end of
your sponsors, Tamara?
I'm sorry. There'll be sponsors on our website. It's nothing like what your sponsorship looks like because you guys work it like no one works it. It's amazing what you guys can do. We're still looking for sponsors more because this doesn't happen until June. So that's still open and I can put together a package for everyone. And there's a link on the website as well. Again, that's michiganinfraguard.org to find out more information about doing that. I'm loving the app that we're using. I've used it on other places. I've been at many of federal conferences that use it. It seems to work really, really well for both the audience and for sponsors. So while we're still in this holding pattern and we're still doing things virtually, it's working out pretty good. It's also cool when we do it in person. So once you're at a conference and you know how you lose track of where people are and what we're doing and meeting for dinner and all that kind of good stuff, we'll also be able to use it when we also are in person too, to sort of supplement some of that and stay in touch.
Well, Kathleen, actually, when I first met her, God, I don't even know, 15 years ago, I think it was National PR and Marketing for Computer Associates. I know it was Computer Associates. I'm just a little vague on the title.
Now they're called CIA Technology.
Yes, right. So Kathleen has a real strong cybersecurity background as well, so you guys maybe have something here to coordinate together.
Well, actually, Tamara and I talked last year about some of the work she was doing. So, yeah, I mean, we've talked, and we certainly know a lot of people in common. We've linked together, and when I looked at it, I think it's like we have a couple of hundred people that we know in common.
Yeah, right? It's a very small community of folks that are working together. And like I said, we're working real hard to open up those pipelines and make those stovepipes even less. Right. As we move forward through all of this stuff. And so that's my goal. We're working on this thing. And then, like I said, it was really cool because I'm very excited about being able to put both of those worlds together in one place. So to be able to have all these professionals that are doing it and these kids that are, dreaming about doing it in one place, right? And being able to sort of that cross-pollination as it should happen, right? And so I'm looking forward to that too. That's the first time we'll be doing that this year. I'm hoping to continue to do that. I think it would be even more moving in person, but, while we're virtual, we're making do, right? We're doing what we can.
Yeah. So why don't you give that address one more time? You still got a few minutes left here in your segment. We're waiting for Jennifer DeBud to join us anyway.
Absolutely. So our summer camps and all the information about the Michigan Cyber Patriot program, which is our K through 12 cybersecurity program, and there's a lot to offer there, is on my website, MICyberpatriot.com. And then anything that you want to find out about our InfraGard conference, which is also open, by the way, to members and non-members and nationally, since it's virtual. I mean, that's the cool part, right? We didn't have to fly anybody in. We don't have to make a new rooms. We don't have to buy lunch. We're all good. That one you can find at michiganinfragard.org.